All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Houston Rockets Daily. My name is Jackson. I post daily Rockets content. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you guys enjoy it. Let's try and hit 3,000 subs at some point in some time. So just friendly reminder, hit that sub button if you guys are new here. We have my favorite and the only Houston Rockets podcaster I listen to, Jackson Gatlin. We have a tweet here about Tari Eason, and I feel like I just wanted to talk a little bit about Tari, and hopefully Jackson doesn't have an issue with this, but basically Tari Eason last night. If you guys weren't in our post game Let's Talk Rockets episode number 5 last night, Tari Eason was just the story of the night. Jalen Green played really well. He shot the ball. Jalen shot really well. His handle looks greatly improved. Jalen Green was probably the player of the game. However, it's hard to discount Tari Eason. Like, you have to give him credit. Tari Eason, I saw a tweet earlier today. I think it was from Will Biased, and he was like, you can't tell me there's 10 better players on the Rockets right now. And there aren't. Tari Eason needs a spot in the rotation. I think Tari Eason needs to be starting. However, he's a nice spark off the bench. We'll see what the starting lineup looks like. But anyways, last night, he follows up a phenomenal summer league performance where people were already starting to talk about, could 17th first round pick out of LSU, Tari Eason, could he be the steal in the draft? You got fan bases like Charlotte, Washington, Brooklyn shooting themselves in the foot because they're like, what the? Tari, you could have gotten Tari Eason. We picked Johnny Davis over Tari Eason. Yeah, good one. Yeah, there we go. I feel great about that. Sorry, Washington, but Johnny Davis is a bust. Tari Eason is probably the steal in the draft, just considering he was outside of the lottery. He's too good. So he follows up his first preseason game where he drops 21 points and 10 rebounds and just a bunch of everything. Follows that up with a 24-point game, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, shoots a very efficient 8 of 15 from the field, 2 of 4 from downtown, and 6 of 6 from the free throw line. I mean, Tari Eason is a workhorse. If Tari Eason's number count in the first opening game against the Atlanta Hawks, if that number doesn't start with a 2, I'm going to be PO'd. I'm going to be PO'd. I think a lot of you guys would be PO'd as well. But essentially what we're seeing here right now, man, is I don't think Steven Silas and the Houston Rockets coaching staff can look at Tari Eason right now and be like, Tari, dude, you're playing great. All right? Tari, I'm sorry. We're giving you 15. We're going to give you the Josh Christopher treatment. Granted, Josh Christopher wasn't dropping 20 and 10 each night in Summer League and in the preseason last season. He was doing well, but he wasn't doing this well. So Tari Eason, to me, he needs to be our 6th, 7th man at worst. I understand if you want Jayshawn Tate to be your 6th man. I understand if, Tari Eason still has to kind of work himself up there because, at the end of the day, he's a first-round rookie, right? So you got to earn that role. However, this is what gets me really excited about Tari Eason and Jabari, the Jatari Safari. It's kind of like positionless. Like, they're both interchangeable, right? So when we look at teams like Toronto that we played last night, what makes Toronto so good on the defensive end is it's basically their length. Like, they're all like 6'8". They're either 6'8" height-wise, except Freddie, who didn't play last night, or their wingspans at least 6'8". So they can really get into passing lanes, and what makes them so good is their switchability. It's positionless, it's interchangeable. If even it's Pascal Siakam who gets switched on to Jalen Green, which we saw a time or two last night, they still feel good about that. Tari and Jabari make, like, whether they're playing the 3, whether they're playing the 4, whether they're playing the 5, we know realistically, I think Tari right now is definitely a 1 through 5 guarder. Like, I'd feel confident with Tari guarding 1 through 5. Maybe Jabari isn't quite there yet with guards, or he isn't as elite as with, maybe switching on to a point guard as Tari Eason, but I still feel very comfortable. So I think these are two. I mean, Tari kind of already is right now a 1 through 5 guarder. We know Usman Garuba kind of is a 1 through 5 guarder. I think Jabari also is a 1 through 5 guarder. So I really like this defensive culture that they're establishing. There was that one play. It was really, oh, dude, it was so sick. I forget what happened. So basically, I can't remember if it was Daishen Nix or maybe it was Jalen Green. Gary Trent Jr. had the ball, and Jalen was guarding him, or somebody was guarding him. Tari just kind of sees that he's got a left going. It's not really well protected, so he just attacks at it. Just attacks at it, gets that steal, runs down the court, finds Jalen Green trailing him, and it was just like a money dunk. The Houston Rockets, we want to live in transition, and Tari Eason he's perfect on both ends of the court. Both ends of the court in transition. He is, I think, a really underrated passer. So that was his one technical assist of the night. There were some passes where it wasn't beautiful. I can't remember who exactly it was we were talking about last night on the show, but he had that one bounce pass to a cutter. I think KJ was cutting or something like that. He just threw it into like 3 Raptors. Or sorry, no, that was what was that? Actually, no, was that Ty? That might have been. I think that was Ty. I'm getting that one confused. So Tari's only assist on the night was that lob to Jalen Green. Well, I don't care if he's getting one assist every single night. I don't view Tari Eason as a bad passer. I'm really not viewing him as a bad passer. I think maybe it's not his most strong suit, but I like his passing ability. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see Jabari play last night. I think Jabari and Tari out there at the same time is kind of our future. I think that's exactly our future, and I think that's what we're looking for. I mean, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I don't want to get into, Tari Eason Rookie of the Year talks. I don't want to get into those, all NBA or sorry, all rookie first team. But I really think development-wise, I think a lot of people would agree with this take is Tari Eason has star potential. Especially if he's shooting. I mean, he's not going to shoot 50% from downtown. If Tari Eason's shooting over 35% from downtown and he's still being a workhorse, which I don't know why that would change, he's still generating defense into offense. He's a beast in transition. Like, it's probably the best part of his game is the transition, both sides of the ball. I mean, but man, if he's shooting 30% from downtown, there was even that 1 3 he took where he missed the 3, gets the offensive rebound, and puts it right back up. And Toronto, everyone's just looking like, did that really just happen? Did we really just let that happen? Toronto's a good defensive team. Even though it was preseason, they still had a bunch of good pieces out there all game. So Tari Eason's flashing it right now, and I hope he can continue this. I don't know if he'll be dropping 24 and 8 every single night. I would put money that he doesn't, because that would be, we'd have a star on our hand immediately. But you'll see a plenty amount of games like this from Tari Eason. I think we're all excited about it. Like I said, I don't want to get myself too amped up, just in case, but at the floor, Tari Eason is looking like a super solid role player. Like, Tari Eason's floor is probably already Jae'Sean Tate. And Jae'Sean Tate on a contending team, even on our rebuilding team, you love having pieces like Jae'Sean Tate for the culture. He does everything. It just doesn't show up on the stat sheet as much as it probably will, Tari Eason, especially as he's a little bit better of a shooter than him. So, Tari Eason, all NBA, I always say that. What I mean is all rookie first or second team. I have a hard time believing there will be 10 rookies better than Tari Eason in this upcoming season. I'm very high on him, and I think a lot of you guys are too. So that's it for today, man. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. My Instagram right there, Jackson Elstro. My Twitter, Elstro with 2 O's. All the links are down below. I might go live later today. We'll see. But yeah, that's it, man.